Okay, I was just wondering if anybody else has ever received this from Facebook. I'm trying to get into an old account. Now, it's an account I first had, and yeah, Facebook is doing something I think is, well, pretty much, well, I think it's a bit untoward. Anonymity of being whomever you want to be on the internet is what makes the internet what it is. Why should I have to use a legal fiction that was created 9 months after I was a living natural being? And Facebook, as you can see, are asking me to submit documents, not any documents, but documents as it says here. What's it say? Yes, my first name, which is my given name, a name I'm commonly known by, um, a middle name, a surname. No, that's a family name. Okay, now this is the legal fiction they're asking for. What types of ID does Facebook accept? Well, what is it that Facebook is asking for here? You know, I've got a company on here. That's not a legal fiction. It's well, I suppose it is. It's fictional. It's not real. This isn't a real. They're asking for um, birth certificate basically and documentation like driving license, passport, port pass, and other full capital letter identification. What reason could Facebook possibly want with that? Considering I have other accounts that are in fictitious names as well, and I enjoy my anonymity on the internet. So this account, which has got my, I mean, it's sad because it has my old photos and other items I would like to get, but I'm damned if I'm going to back down and give Facebook a so-called identification to a legal fiction which I can step in and out of being, which is the name that they always want, the name that you use to be um, acquiesced upon, and you know, they make a lot of money from this name. It was the certificate of live birthing name that was created for me by my parents, or my mother and father, before they became parents, when they walked into the registry office with their son and came out with their child. um, yeah, so my point is this. Anybody else with this, or any idea on how I can get round this? Because it's I I find it offensive. Therefore, it's an unlawful action. What on earth could they possibly want with this identification they're asking for? I don't know of any other account I've ever been uh, or made that's asked for so much. This is worrying, and it's a trend that seems to have got out of control. Um, it's just snowballed over the past few years. No, I don't think that Facebook deserve um, to try and get me to become. I mean, this is like I'm applying for a bloody. Um, I don't know. I don't just don't get what possible reason could they have for wanting. We ask everyone on Facebook to use the name they go by every day in life, that friends know who they are connecting with. Now that's complete and utter bull tripe, and we all know this because I have fictitious names on here. People know me through those names. I have a name, Robert. It's a name I'm commonly known by. I also have nicknames. Now, if I was in a crowd and someone shouted Robert, maybe 6 people are going to turn round answerable to the name that they are saying I am. But there's another name or nickname that I'm known by, and if someone shouted, "Oh, convict," okay? Now, I don't know how many people are going to turn around in a crowd if they shout that, but they're not going to let me use that name. But it's a name that I'm more commonly known by my true friends. But Facebook are not having this. What is going on in the world? We are entering a time where this internet, this web, this net is catching us like little fish, and it's trying to put us into a keep net so that it can have us when it wants and do these. I can only guess that Facebook, when I used this account, didn't like the truth of what I was putting on there about, I suppose, government and other nefarious entities that remain nameless and fictitious. There's no such thing as a government. It's a game. It's a big game. Anyway, the governmentus, the govern, control, and munt, this is Latin, mind. So the both words, govern and munt. That's what they're into, and they're not playing this game with me. I'm not falling for this. This is a common law right I have, and anybody that wants to join me on this journey, please message me. This is really, not only is it interesting to me, and I find it as it's like playing chess, I guess, or a very good game of wits, because they think that we think we're this name. I mean, most people do think that they're their name, but you're not. Okay, let me tell you this. Do you think that any other living entity on the planet thinks that they're a sound, some verbs, some letters, some symbols? No. We are natural beings, free, and this is sickening and also hilarious. Yeah, comments and help. Anybody that'd like to help me with this would get round this and find out how I can get Facebook to let me get my photos. And I know when I signed up that I've signed them over to them, but it's unfair. I do not want to have to give them documentation which I'm begrudgingly would give an employer, unless I was going to sign a contract, and I don't like being conned, and I don't like contracting things, you know. So this is, yeah, something I need help with. So anybody with any ideas, I'd be most grateful. And yeah, your queries and questions and input would be much appreciated. Well, thank you very much, and have a good day.